from abductions to possible artifacts left behind. In this video, we will be counting down 5 so-called proof that aliens visited Earth. Number 5. Mid-70s abductions. Many of you may have heard of the case of Travis Walton. I won't go into detail, but here's a quick summary. On November 5th, 1975, in Apache Sitgreaves National Forest, Arizona, Travis Walton and his crew of 6 men, foremen Mike Rogers, Ken Peterson, John Goulet, Steve Pierce, Alan Dallas, and Dwayne Smith were all working as loggers. Just after 6 p.m. on November 5th, Rogers and his crew head into Rogers' car and start driving home towards Snowflake, Arizona. Off in the distance, they spot some bright lights. Walton goes out to investigate. They see a spacecraft. Walton is knocked down by a flashing light, and his boys drive off in fear. A statewide search for Walton begins, along with a murder investigation that turned up nothing. 5 days later, Walton is found, disoriented, dehydrated, weak, and hungry. Walton himself has since taken 3 polygraph tests. The first resulted in an inconclusive, and he passed the other 2. His entire crew were also polygraphed shortly after his disappearance. They all passed the test except for Alan Dallas, who is believed to have been on drugs at the time. UFO researchers Jenny Randles and Peter Hugh have said that they never heard of a story like Travis Walton's, and this was a unique, close encounter of the 4th kind. Number 4. The Ubatuba Metal Fragments. On September 14, 1957, a columnist for the Rio de Janeiro newspaper O Globo received an anonymous letter. A man told him what he'd seen just a few days prior. In the letter, the man said he wished to give the columnist something of the highest interest to a newspaperman about the flying discs. He states that he had never been a believer, but the events he'd witnessed has changed his mind. He then goes on saying he was fishing together with some friends at a place close to the town of Ubatuba, São Paulo, when he sighted a flying disc. The letter then describes the disc diving at lightning speed toward the beach, but inches away from crashing into the water, the ship just reversed its trajectory. It shot up into the air and exploded. The midday sky is described as lighting up like fireworks. Fragments rained down. Most were lost underwater, but a few survived, and the fisherman and his crew had found them. He contacted the man and arranged to retrieve the fragments for analysis. On September 24, 1957, he took the shards to the Mineral Production Laboratory. The laboratory is the official Brazilian institution for the examination and analysis of mineral substances, metallic ores, metals, and alloys. The shards were analyzed by the chief chemist of the spectrographic section of the Mineral Production Laboratory, Dr. Luisa Maria A. Barbosa. The samples were registered as being of unknown origin. So in conclusion, the metal was too pure to be natural and too dense to be human-made. Number 3. The Chinese Air Force sighting. On October 19, 1998 in China, 4 military radar stations in Hebei Province, China, reported the presence of an unidentified blip hovering above a military flight training school in Changzhou. Authorities quickly determined that the intruder was not a military or civilian flight. Colonel Li, the base commander, ordered a Jinzhou 6 jet fighter to intercept the UFO and determine exactly what it was. At least 140 people on the ground saw the object. The observers stated that the UFO first appeared to be a small star. When they were within 4,000 meters of the UFO, it suddenly shot upwards, easily evading attempts to get closer. The pilot stated that the UFO appeared to be toying with them. It repeatedly outdistanced them before reappearing right above their jet. The pilot requested permission to fire on the UFO. Ground control denied him permission to shoot. They were ordered to continue pursuit and observe the object. The pilot broke off pursuit at an altitude of 12,000 meters when the jet began running low on fuel. The UFO then disappeared before 2 more Chinese fighter planes could arrive in the area. Number 2. Drawings, paintings, carvings, and other records of ancient times. There are many drawings and carvings depicting what looks to us like aliens or UFOs, but I found the most interesting were the Nazca Lines. Drawn into Peru's Nazca Desert is a group of ancient designs that stretch more than 50 miles. Along with simple lines and geometric shapes, drawings of animals, birds, and humans have also been made, some measuring 600 feet across. The drawings can only be viewed from way up in the air, and there is no evidence that the Nazca people invented any type of flying machines. According to ancient astronaut theorists, the figures were used as guidelines for spaceships as they came in for landing, and the lines served as runways. Number 1. Alien Artifacts. I want to cover more of these in another video, but the Ubaid Lizardman is an example. Al Ubaid Archaeological Site in Iraq is popular among archaeologists and historians. It has yielded numerous objects from a pre-Sumerian time called the Ubaid period, which is between 6500 to 3800 BC. However, some of these objects are quite disturbing. A number of Ubaid statues depict strange lizard-like humanoid figures in unique poses that seem to indicate they were not gods, but rather a race of lizard people. Of course, the statues have been drawn into stories and theories of reptilian aliens that used to roam the earth, and perhaps still do, according to conspiracy theorists. Although this seems unlikely, their true nature remains a mystery. Do you believe aliens visited Earth? Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos.